What's up, High Vibe Soul Tribe? This is Anna from Empath in the Office, and I just wanted to take a moment today and share with you the great news that I have a new book out. I think it's really, really helpful, and I just want to guide you guys through it because oftentimes when you're getting a book, you don't know what's in it. Why should I buy this? Although you read it, it's always, although you read the description, it's always better to just kind of dive in and have a personal story about why I created this book, what it can do for you, who it's for, and what exactly it looks like when you get it. So this is the new book. It's called Step Into Your Power, How to Achieve an Authentic Life in Your True Calling. And the reason why I made this book is because of the parable in Matthew about the talents and the three servants who were given talents to use, and two of them multiplied their talents by using them, and one of them didn't use it, just instead buried it. And he didn't have a good result when push comes to shove. He just kept it and he didn't give it away. Tony Robbins says that the secret to living is giving, and so I believe that the secret to living is giving of your talents. So this book will help you define your talents, exactly what it is, and you don't have to pretend to anyone anymore what you're good at. You don't have to impress anybody anymore. This book is all about being you, finding out who you are, and using your talents to help the world, because when you do what you're great at, you're automatically going to help everyone, and it's going to be as good for you as it is for the rest of the world. And when you use your talents, they multiply. Do you know that the word talent comes from the Latin word talentum, which means the sum of money? So why is it called that? Because when you use your talents, you will be profitable, whether it means material wealth or wealth of the wealth that you feel from friendships and connections and giving and contributing to the world and the good that you do. And we all need better humans. So before we get too much into this, let's get into the book to see what exactly it's all about. So on the back, I have a quote by Albert Einstein. It says, "There are two ways to live your life. One as though nothing is a miracle, the other as though everything is a miracle." So part of this book is all about being mindful, keeping mindfulness, and knowing who you are. So when you read this book, not only will you understand what your true talents are and discover them, but you will become more mindful and learn to really know yourself more than you ever did before. And why is that? Because this book is full of exercises through it. Every single chapter has an exercise. Like for instance, I just opened it right up. Every chapter has an explanation of a tool that you can use to find out who you are and what your talents are, to activate your talents. And then there are some exercises that you can do to dive into yourself and learn more about yourself. So that is an awesome part of the book. Let's see what else. Let me just go through the table of contents for you. So I have the table of contents. It is divided into 5 parts. The first part is called assessment, and it's designed to assess exactly where you are in this moment. So it introduces the concept of soul reclamation, and this book is also all about when you're connected to your soul, you find your true passion, you find your true life purpose, you find your true talents, and your talents will indicate your life purpose. So this book will carry you through a soul reclamation process. The first part of it is the assessment of where you are right now, right? And then the second part, you will use psychological tools, tools from NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, tools from cognitive behavioral therapy, tools from humanistic psychology, many other forms of psychology, to understand your programming and why you have achieved the results that you have in your life and why you behave the way you behave in your life. So all of these chapters will go through that. You'll have a chapter and an exercise that'll help you solidify what you learned. And this book is designed to be a journey. So when you journey through these things, most people do a chapter a day so that their subconscious mind can internalize what they learned, right? So you have all of these things to understand how you're programmed, and then you can decide if it's working for you, right? But before you realize what it's that it's working for you or not, you got to accept yourself as you are. A lot of people, they don't think that they're good enough deep down inside. So this section on self-acceptance is part 2, and it gives you tons of exercises on how you can accept yourself, what to do if no one likes you, unhealthy comparisons to others, accepting praise and gratitude, allowing yourself to make mistakes. So many people don't allow themselves to make mistakes, and this is also gained from my experience, my life experience. It has stories in there to help you understand, to love and accept yourself and be grateful for yourself, and to be firm in that awareness of yourself. Now, part 4 is about romancing your soul. So now that you love yourself, you want to start connecting to your true nature, your true divine nature, your soul, your true self, whatever you want to call it, whatever you believe. It's all about just getting to the true nature that you were born with. And this book is also rooted in psychology. So the whole premise of it, what the shamans call soul reclamation, I kind of mix it up with psychology in that it's psychologically proven that when you're born, your subconscious mind is completely open, and you're just accepting and recording everything that happens to you until about age 5 to 7. And sometime within that age 5 to 7, you might encounter a difficult experience, and then you create a certain meaning of the world that you internalize, and that shifts you away from your pure soul, because that trauma or traumatic or emotional experience will cause you to see the world in a certain frame. So this book is all about understanding what that frame is and figuring that out, and also accepting yourself. And then after that, we'll give you some action steps on what to do once you figure out, connect with your soul, give you some action steps to help you do that. So the 5th part of the book is action. You see here the outcomes of a soul reclamation. I want to read to you a quote from Martin Luther King Jr. that kind of exemplifies what happens when you reunite with your soul. So he says, "Use me, God. Show me how to take who I am, who I want to be, and what I can do, and use it for a purpose greater than myself." So that's kind of the whole purpose of this book. And then you have some action steps to figure out even more and dive deep even more about who you are and how you can create that life that you love. And as a bonus, there's also a soul-aligned timeline meditation that you can go and kind of erase and change and mold some things in your life that you would like, to be different. And it gives you the power and tools for you to do that in the future, or for whatever that you might need. So that's the book. It's definitely a lot more in depth than what I just said, but just be prepared to write, be prepared to go dive into your subconscious, and be prepared to come out changed. And this is a process, and this book is all about taking this journey with you. We're never alone, we're all connected. And I certainly hope the best for you. If you have any questions at all, visit my website at www.empathintheoffice.com. A lot of resources for you. Search us up on YouTube or Instagram at empath_in_the_office. And wish you a wonderful life. Let me know what you think about this book. Tag me in this book if you get it and what you learned. Bye-bye.